Content warning. This episode contains scenes depicting gaslighting. If you wish to skip, please see episode description for timestamps. Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoy this episode.
Welcome to Romancing the Dungeon, a softcore D&D adventure about 4 heroes on the greatest quest of all, to find true love. Previously on Romancing the Dungeon. I'm sorry about before. She just got in my head.
I'm fine. Nate's not looking so hot. Can you check on him?
Me?
He likes you. As much as he can like anybody.
Even though you don't want to, even though Hephaestus was asleep and Thane was asleep when Morag dragged that up and Nate heard them.
Yeah, Hephaestus just wanted me to check on you and make sure you're okay, and so...
Look, if you want to talk, we can talk.
Let's not worry about it. Let's try and get back on track and get you reunited with Eugenia.
So you've been sitting around talking about your plan once you get to Tezrab.
We still have the book about the love potions. Even if we're not returning the books to the library, just go see what's happening, I guess, behind the scenes.
Okay, do you know what? Actually, I'll go to the library. I'll see what I can find out there.
You pull the hood of the cloak back. Theo, what do you look like now?
Fia has kind of thought of herself to look like what she remembers of her mother.
Are you lonely, miserable, or just plain horny? Well, you've taken the first steps to solving your problems. At least your dating ones. Welcome to D8. Devoted, desired, dreamy or dirty. Dapper dates for dejected daters. My name is Roz Greypurse, founder, CEO, and love wizard, and this is a reminder to all patrons of our lovely service. Your annual subscriptions are past due, fuckers. Roz loves you, but love isn't cheap, unless that's what you wanted in the first place. To get started, please fill out the attached questionnaire. Question 18. Bang, marry, kill your group.
So, I guess I'd marry Hephaestus because we get on really well, and she's the nicest to me out of everyone, and she's my friend, so I think we'd be really good together. I'm not going to tell you who I'd...
But you'd kill Thane, right?
Have you got my journal?
Nate and Fia, you've entered through the most eastern gate, and as you do, you kind of both split because you're going on separate paths, or you're trying to be as inconspicuous, even though you don't look like each other anymore. But when ye step in, you notice straight away, this is so different to Herb. It's so different to... You've only been to Herb, so just imagine Herb, but 1,000 times bigger. It's the kind of... You've been away from... Both of you have been away from Tezrab now for, what... It's kind of been nearly 2.5 weeks, if not 3, depending on Fae time, and we still haven't got that quite worked out, but the place is just thronged with people. There's market stalls, there's businesses spilling out, you can see kids just kind of running here. It's such a far cry away from what you have been kind of used to over the last couple of weeks, and it's kind of good to be back in the city. It's good to be back in kind of a hub of activity, and it's just... Your entire vision is completely and totally blocked by buildings of various shapes and sizes, of various different sort of, purpose and use. Some are houses, some are, blacksmiths, some's a blacksmith's house. It's just blacksmiths ever. That's all I have in the city. But they are sort of directly center in the town. You see the Quill. It's just the ancient kind of watchtower that the city has kind of sprawled out from, and it kind of looks out onto Lake Capulet. And it kind of feels good. The smells, the noise, all of it kind of washes over you, and it's just you kind of just inhale it. You kind of, it's a little intoxicating, but it's that kind of thing that, when you're so used to drinking the same drink for so long, it doesn't have the same buzz. But there is that sort of initial burst of it. You're like, yeah, you're home. This is it. This is perfect. This is awesome. And then you just get lost in the crowd, and we're kind of bidding each other kind of a farewell. You both just kind of go your separate ways. Fia, as I said, you have taken the long way around to the library, and as you bid Nate, you salute as you walk away. Where are you going? What's your intention?
Well, just thinking kind of like as Fia, like she would kind of try and avoid passing down and twisting around as many streets as possible, keeping her path kind of direct. So she does have intentions to go to the library.
Give me a perception check. You say that now, but
that is a 24.
yeah. Like you're weaving your way through the city. If anyone was trying to follow you, it was going to be hard. It's just a thing that your brother taught you. Like, you know what I mean? Just duck and dive, just in between all these kind of in between the buildings, down the alleyways, hell, even over a building if you have to. And yeah, you catch eyes on you, but as a woman in the 21st century, what's new? You've got a few people looking at you, but the looks feel different to when you're Fia.
Yeah.
They're not as, these are intense. These are more like lingering gazes that they can't take their eyes off of you, and that's a bad thing. Hence the ducking and diving between the streets. And as you kind of start to sort of serpentine your way through the streets of Tezrab, you turn a corner, and as you turn left, immediately in your peripheral vision, you just see a flash of white and cerulean, and your head immediately turns, and rounding a corner, you just see a man in white robes and a cerulean sash, and he disappears around the corner.
I go to follow him.
Okay.
Just completely after being distracted.
So you just beeline, you're like, yeah. So you literally just kind of totally like 180 it.
100% distracted when I see that.
Okay. You turn back on your heel and just start to follow. And yeah, as you kind of turn the corner that figure had just turned, you see a human man, probably late 40s, in these white ceremonial robes with a blue sash and a kind of a hood up. But you caught a glimpse of his face as he kind of turned. It's not Hod, it's not the guy, but he's definitely a member of the Order.
Kind of seeing a member of the Order, it does bring back memories of Hod, and I then I'm going to kind of get into my head that I'm going to go to the temple to look for him. On the way, I'm going to go to his favorite store and get his favorite snack to give to him.
Okay. So, firstly, who the fuck is Hod? And secondly, what does he like to eat?
So Hod was a guy I had a major crush on, and I was too shy as Fia to kind of introduce myself to him, so maybe disguised as someone else.
Your mother. Maybe disguised as your mother. You're going to introduce him.
I know, but
okay, I told you a psychologist is going to unpack this shit. As my mom, I'm confident.
Fia's mom has got it going on.
Well, just seeing all the gazes I'm getting, I feel a little bit more confident.
Oh, I'm gonna walk my shit. Oh my shit. Do
so
my shit.
There's this little kind of shop run by a family that make chilled nuts that he loved munching on, so I'm going to get a bag of those to bring to him.
Your boyfriend likes to munch on nuts.
Yeah.
Chili nuts.
Somebody needs to have a word with her. I think you might want to take her to
something
come.
to tell you.
No, when you say nuts, does he like peanuts? It sounds like penis. It sounds like penis.
No, we got it.
Yeah. Thanks. I was a little lost for a moment,
Yeah,
but
then I found the penis. Penis. I just followed the trail. Oh, that works two ways. Happy trail. Yeah, sorry, back to Fia.
were you doing something? Because we were doing something.
Yeah, I was thinking something.
Fucking derailers.
Fuck this and So, yeah. Sorry. What were we playing? Oh, yeah, D&D. It literally all comes back to you. The time of day that this guy goes to work, his mid-morning iced tea, his lunch at 1 o'clock in the Tezrab City Park under the hawthorn trees, the fact that he always has 3/4 of a sandwich and leaves the last quarter to feed to the birds on the way home, the fact that he likes a 1/4 pound of these chilled cashew nuts, and that he likes them kind of fresh first thing in the morning, and that they're still kind of hot and they kind of get the chili oil on them. You know that he uses chamomile and lemon shampoo, and that his his own musk is sort of a spiced vanilla and sort of cedarwood mixed with his own musk. And you know that his shoe size is 14, and you know that he's got exactly 19 books on a bookshelf in his room in the center shelf, and that he needed to water that chrysanthemum plant on top, and also need to move it a little bit because it's not in the right position for light.
I hope he took care of that.
I can honestly say I've never been more scared in my life.
And you wanted to marry Fia.
Thinking twice.
So, I just came up with that off the top of my head. I'm amazing. It's so whoever this guy is, it's not hot, and you're gonna make a beeline for the store. You wander in, and there's just it's a family of what's the subclass of halfling I'm trying to think of?
The stout and
Lightfoot.
Yeah, it would be the stout. Yeah, it's a family-run halfling store called Crazy About Nuts.
Okay.
You know exactly where the store is. You know their opening times. You know that the mother walks with a slight limp, and that one time Hod helped her carry a bushel of nuts, and as a return to which she gave him a discount coupon, but was slightly expired, but they still accepted it. It's all literally just a flood of memories and facts coming back to you. And on that particular day, it was like a balmy 23 degrees. But that's neither here nor there. It didn't really matter, but it's in your journal.
Yeah.
You step inside, and immediately this stout halfling woman, slightly wrinkled, glasses on a chain, her hair whipped up into sort of like a little beehive, walks over to Miss Sugar, darling. What can I get you?
Hi, can I get a quarter pound of the chili cashew nuts, please?
Anything, darling. Anything. Except those. We're fresh out of those.
What?
We're fresh out.
But they're my...
Just with you, girlie.
Oh, thank God. They're my friend's favorite, and I really wanted to surprise him with some this morning.
Oh, aren't you a little pet?
Thanks.
No. Is it a boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at you. Look at you getting a present for a boy. Look at you going against tradition. Look at you sort of underpinning the male ego. That's not a way to get a man. You've got to let him to get you the presents.
Oh, really?
Shh, Mom, what have I told you about bothering the customers?
wait,
Mom,
wait.
stop bothering the customers. And this sort of like middle-aged, stout halfling, he's kind of like a neat little beard, kind of approaches, and he kind of waddles up, and he's kind of escorting his mother by the elbow, kind of like behind the counter. I'm very sorry. She is crazy.
Okay.
I am not crazy.
Are you sure what she said?
Oh, don't listen to her. What was it? A half pound of...
a quarter pound of chili cashew nuts.
A quarter pound. Okay. Yeah. Chili nuts. That girl is not going to get a boyfriend. That's not a way to get a husband. Back in my day, that's not what she did. She's going to be alone forever. Francis, tell her. Francis. And she's now talking to some other person that she's calling Francis. And he's like, who the hell's Francis?
That kind of calms me when he's kind of like, I'm not fucking Francis. That calms me a little bit. You see him kind of taking a big kind of scoop and into a vat, and immediately sort of your nostrils are assaulted with like spice and heat, and sort of an earthiness to it as well. And there's a little bit of brown sugar in it, and that really just accentuates the spice. It's bundled into a brown bag. He puts a little sticker on it, Mad Nuts, and just the address of the shop. And it's just a picture of a really like of a red squirrel with like just one big giant peanut in its mouth, and it's just really happy looking. Okay. How much do I owe you?
That'll be 10 copper pieces.
And I pass them over and I take the bag happily.
Oh, Francis, you shouldn't have taken the money. Oh, that girl's cursed. Oh, I can just.
Okay. Thanks very much.
I see it in the shells. I see it in the shells, Francis. I see it. Ma, what have I told you about scaring the customers, even the deluded ones?
I scuttle out of the shop very quick.
Okay. They're just bickering away. Yeah, you've got your bag of nuts.
Okay, so I'm holding them kind of like very like a prize. Like I'm quite proud of myself that I have these, and I start walking towards the temple grounds because I know he's going to be in his office right now. So I'm going to go to his office and like introduce myself and pass over my gift.
So you kind of march steadfast and resolute towards the temple, full sure that you are going to introduce yourself to Hod today. You where did you meet him? Like what? Like how did you come to kind of, I suppose, for lack of a better word, stalk the halls of the Temple of Brogue?
He was down in the warehouse district actually, and I saw him helping another old woman there, and I thought he was really cute. So I kind of followed him back to where the temple was, and then every day when I had a bit of free time, I'd go and hang around the temple grounds to see if he was around.
Okay.
And then that's how I
Yeah. So okay, and that's how then you what? Sorry.
that's how I then learn more about him.
Oh, okay. That's obsessed. Like a freak. You you head straight towards the Temple District. It's almost like you've worn the path here. You could walk it blind and not bump into anybody or anything. You know every single nuance on this street, down to even like the wonky cobble just outside the temple that if you stand on it, it rattles and it definitely would alert attention, and the odd horse hits it and stuff like that. But you slip onto the grounds of the temple. It's the Temple of Brogue it's sort of like a charity and piety organization. Broig is the sort of the god of. He sort of looks after the downtrodden. So he's sort of like it's fine, don't worry. When you're dead, you'll get to inherit the earth. But now you just have to live in abstract poverty. But that's fine because I'm God and I'll. Thanks. But yeah, the order of Broig kind of look to at least sort of soften the harshness of living in poverty. They provide clothing, medical aid, food, even occasionally shelter if there's a particularly large donation. But like kind of for every mouth they feed, there's 3 mouths going hungry in Tezrab, especially in the slums and warehouse district. No one kind of stops you. It's a temple, not a bank vault.
Yeah.
So people are kind of coming in and out and kind of looking at you. People are like, is she here looking for donations? Is she here to drop something off? They just assume you're just on business.
Yeah.
You snake your way. Actually, give me a stealth check just to see, because you're going into kind of the offices or the back offices areas. So
Yeah.
see if you go unnoticed.
19.
Yeah, no one fucking sees you. You're a fucking creep. It's that sort of, you walk with the I'm meant to be here, and it's that sort of confidence that people are like, oh, she's meant to be here. Oh, she's meant to be here. So no one disrupt her. She's meant to be here. And you find yourself standing outside the door to Hod's chambers, office, whatever you want to call it.
Okay. I take a deep breath, put a little smile on my face, and I tap on the door.
There's no answer.
I tap again. Still smiling, tapping.
There's no answer. He should be here. He doesn't take a bathroom break until about 18 minutes before his lunch break.
I tap a little more ferociously, and I'm kind of not stopping tapping on the door.
As you start to do this, the door just kind of swings open. Well, not swings open. It just sort of budges open, and the office is empty. Like there's a desk and a chair, just 2 chairs. Sorry, one at either side. The bookshelves are mostly empty, and there's just 2 kind of half uncovered boxes.
I take a step in and start looking around, really surprised, seeing
Give me an investigation check.
nothing. Oh, it's an 8.
You're not really sure if someone is packing up or unpacking. There's like the shelves are sparse, the desk. In fact, that's the only thing that kind of makes you kind of question it, is that his desk didn't face the door. It was sort of like slightly aside or askew from the main door, so that when you walked in, it wasn't just, you weren't staring straight at him. That it was kind of a welcoming space, that you also own this office. This is your space as well. There's just a behind you.
I turn around really quickly. Oh, hello? Sorry, hello?
As you turn, you just see a Kenku in white robes and a blue sash.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I was looking for the owner of this room.
That is I. I'm Sister Scrawl.
Wait. You're not the owner of this room?
That's my name. And she just kind of points a finger at there's a little kind of it's sort of like her diploma on there.
Oh,
It's
Oh.
in community engagement.
Totally ornithology.
Kind of deflated. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
Can I help you?
Yeah, someone I knew. This used to be his room.
Oh. As you are sort of like, she kind of walks into the office and she's kind of like trying to, she's not shooing you out the door, but like,
She's trying to put me between her and her space.
yeah, it's sort of like, okay, we have to get some help in here. Yeah, she's sort of like, her body language is kind of very much a case of,
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, no.
yeah, sorry.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
No,
But,
you're fine.
Would you mind? Do you know where the last person went? Do they still work here at the temple, or?
His name.
Hod.
Oh, Brother Hod. Yes. Oh my. Yes. Such unfortunate news. And then there's just a rapping on the door. Oh, visitors. And her head snaps. And as you turn around, you see another Shader Kai elf standing in the doorway. Tousled, sort of shady pink hair, offset against sort of kind of a speckled purple. It's not like or even a kind of it's almost like his face is sort of like a swirl of purple, that it's not a particular hue or anything. It's just where the light kind of catches.
He's not sallow.
Yes,
as
yeah.
we say.
But oh my God, mother, please. I'm so very sorry, sister. My mother, I'm afraid, and he just starts to kind of rub your head. She gets very addled if she doesn't take her medication. I'm so sorry. Please
Quillo.
excuse. Yes, I know. We'll go see the birds, mother. And he goes, oh, sorry. I'm sorry. And he goes, sorry. I'm sorry. Please, mom, come on, mom. And he's now kind of taking your arm.
And I'm just kind of been led along, looking back at the room.
Mother, okay, it's okay. And he's stroking your arm. Mother, I told you not to come back to the city for at least a month.
How did you know it was me?
Well, when I got word that a woman that was supposed to be dead is wandering around the city and I'm a direct link to her, I got a little suspicious. And lo behold, I find my little sister. Fia. And he's now kind of squeezing your hand a little bit.
Oh, stop.
No, it's okay. No, she's fine. Come on, Mom. She's fine. Stop. We're gonna go home. I'm bringing you home.
No, stop it.
Now, Fia.
Okay.
He leads you out of the temple, back across the city. And again, he's weaving between the buildings. It's going to take some time to kind of get from the temple district to the slum district. That's a bit like that on purpose.
I'm walking with my head down beside him.
He's
kind of like
the same. He's got a hood up.
Yeah.
So okay. Yeah. With kind of evening having settled in, Fia, you've made your way home in the kind of the house above Bumbridge and Sons. Your brother's.
Burbage.
Sorry. What's it called? Bumbridge? Bumbridge and Sons. I've got a new name. You've made you and Quillo have made your way home to the house above Burbage and Sons, the sort of antiques pawn shop / haberdashery of a shop that your brother runs. He leads you inside. The place hasn't changed at all. Like there's just every room, every surface is covered in like random objects, like globes, paintings, scrolls, boxes, pipes, tools, weapons. There's just, you name it, you see it everywhere. Like you turn your head and like, oh, that's a deadly, deadly sword. Turn your head the other way, that's a delicate looking little vase. Like it's just, everything is everywhere.
I'm quite sheepish walking in because I know he's mad at me.
Honey, we're home.
Quill, look, I'm sorry, okay?
No, you don't need to apologize, Fia. I mean, I'm just your only brother.
Yeah, I do, I'm sorry.
No. I said you don't have to apologize.
No,
you don't. No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't, Fia. No, you don't. You don't have to apologize for anything.
Quill, please.
You just, no, it's fine. It's fine. Why would you come and tell me you weren't back in the city? No, it's fine. I understand. I understand. No.
Like, I'm in a disguise. Like, that was the whole point. I'm in a disguise. Like,
Yeah.
you know, just
And you
come
could have
in and
been
do a job
disguised-
and get out.
You could have been disguised and come home and said hello. I mean, and why you're in this getup? Why mom? Like she didn't even know you.
She always looks so pretty. I just wanted to look.
I know you want to look pretty for once. I know. I get it. I get it. I get it, Fia. I can understand. I mean, not really, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Fia. I'm sorry. I was kind of excited to see you, and I hoped that you would have come to see me first, but I guess you had other priorities.
It's honestly a case of just getting distracted. I just
No,
got
look,
distracted.
I accept your apology. It's fine.
I'm not even supposed to. I know
Fia,
you
it's fine.
told me
Fia,
to stay.
Fia, I know. Shh. Fia,
It's okay.
No, Fia. Honestly, Fia. Just
Okay,
stop.
okay.
Just stop.
All right.
I'm just worried, Fia. I'm just worried. I'm so worried about you. You're my little sister. You're the only thing I have left in this world that means anything to me.
I know. I'm
And where do I
sorry.
find you, Fia? Where do I find you?
In the worst possible place I could be. Yeah, I know.
Why? Why is it the worst? Tell me, Fia. Tell me why it's the worst possible place. Tell me why. Explain to me.
Because I'd be in trouble if
Yeah,
I
you would be
actually
in
got
trouble.
caught there.
Yeah. And why, Fia? Why would you be in trouble if you were caught there?
Because
Because what, Fia?
because
Say it out loud. Come on, say it. You're a big girl now. Say it out loud. Come on.
because I was stalking someone there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you got me out of trouble.
Yeah.
By getting me out of the city
Yeah,
safely.
I did. Yeah. So, are you telling me that I had all that go away for nothing? I had
No,
the whole
look,
problem sorted.
I'm in a disguise. Look, I'm here to do a job. I have to get
You-
something
you
sorted.
lo-
And if I
you-
need to get it done before this disguise wears off.
Hello, Fia. Hello. How many Shader Kai Elf do you see running around Tezrab? Huh?
I know.
Huh? You always looked like Mom. I told you that all the time. I told you that. That's why Dad couldn't stand the sight of you. Like, because you look like Mom so much. I told you that.
Yeah, I know. Okay, look, I can go. I'll get my job done and I'll get out of here
What
real
job?
quick.
What?
I'm still working with Thane.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean you're still working with Thing?
We're working on a job at the moment. We're trying to find stuff out.
You've been gone for nearly a month. What do you mean you're still working on a job with him?
Well, like we started this one job and then it kind of spiraled into another job and then
Gods, Fia, what? Like, don't tell me we've got the same thing going on here. I mean,
No.
No, look, I
him
know.
and the others are just my friends.
Yeah, but that's what you said about Hot. Okay.
No, but there's like I'm one of like four. Like you know,
There's three. There's three people. You're now
Yeah.
following three people.
Yeah, they're really nice.
And again, it's Hod 3 times over again.
No, it's
Look,
not.
whatever, but
I don't do the same stuff with them that I did with him.
You mean it's worse?
No, look, I kind of started.
Look, whatever your feelings are for this Thane guy, you just need.
There's definitely not.
Look, Fia, you're my sister, and I love you. Listen to me, I love you.
Yeah, I know.
I won't accept that. I won't. I won't accept that. I just.
Nothing
like-
is happening there.
You and Thane, it's not a good match. Okay.
Yeah.
He's busy. He's got an excellent work ethic. You would just get in his way.
I don't know if you know Thane very well, but it's kind of hard to keep him on track when we do a job.
Yeah, it's always someone else's fault, isn't it, Fia?
No,
It was
I'm not. I know.
it was
I'm.
Dad's fault. It was my fault. It was Hod's fault.
no, no.
Yeah, no, it's fine. No, it's okay. I understand. Just, I really want you to grow up. I really want you to start seeing the world the way everybody else sees it. You walk around in this fantasy land, and it's just so like, it's just so pathetic, Fia.
Yeah, I know.
When are you going to grow up? When are you actually going to be an adult?
I'm trying. I am trying.
So you're just tearing it up around Galeshire with Thane and 2 other men.
No, not other men. Well, one of them is a man, but the other's like my friend. She's Hephaestus. She's really nice.
So you've got a friend, and you're just tagging along like a groupie with 2 men.
They're my
you
friends.
sounds really adult.
They're
Yeah.
my friends too.
'Cause
One of
you
them
can
is
have-
married.
You can have me. Oh, one of them's married. Okay, and
Yeah.
that would stop you.
Yes, it would.
Oh, like it stopped Mom. Yeah, because Apple.
I'm not mom.
Well, Fia, look in the mirror.
Yeah, I know I went to look like her, but I don't. I haven't left you like she left us.
Sorry, where were you for the last?
I know. Yeah, well,
And what?
That wasn't-
We're
that
coming
was-
full circle here again. Your actions have consequences, Fia. And it's always me picking up the dirt, and it's always me getting trampled on, and it's always me having to fix the mess.
I don't mean it to be. Look, is there anything I can do?
No.
Really? There's nothing I can do?
Well, there's a job, but I don't know.
Look, I'll do whatever. I'll help you out. I'll do the job. No money. I'll just do
Well, I
the
wasn't
job.
going to pay you anyway. Like, what? Like, Fia, I got you out of the city and I dealt with Hod and, like...
What do you mean, dealt?
The matter is just cleared up with, okay? It's sorted.
What did you, like, get him kicked out of the city? Or
No,
something?
it's... Does it matter? You're over it, right?
Yeah, I am. I'm over it. Yeah.
Can you drop the mom thing as well? It's kind of creeping me out.
I can't really. It'll fade away. It'll fade away.
Fia, I've seen the posters. Like, trust me, you're not that remarkable. The poster is much better.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay, so just drop it, okay?
What's this job you went on?
There's a warehouse. I need you to keep an eye on it. We've been hired. Just some twat of an elf just wants us to keep an eye on some twat that he's hired to keep an eye on a warehouse. It's even you couldn't bumble it up.
Yeah.
You just sit there, keep an eye on it. If they die, come back and tell us, and he's going to hire somebody else to go in and deal with it.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, I know. It's just sitting and watching. It's like the one thing you're actually good at, Fia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go take care of it.
Fia, the mom thing.
I told you.
And I told you no one's going to notice you. Trust me.
It's a spell. It's going to wear off eventually.
Oh, yeah, sure it is. Just like everything else, it's just going to eventually go away and be okay again. Yeah, Fia, I get you. It's fine. The warehouse district, you're looking for the old harbour masters. It's the shipyard.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. And he looks away.
I do love you, though. I'm sorry for being such a pain in the butt.
He doesn't say it.
And I leave.
As you go out the door, you just hear him call after you. Fia?
Yeah.
Don't mess up.
I won't.
Fia, as you go to leave, Quillo tears a slip of paper from a notebook that he keeps in a satchel on his side, and he scrawls very, very quickly on it. He, without kind of making eye contact, he just hands it.
I take it off him and quickly note where he's sending me, and I stuff it into my satchel.
Okay, I'm not gonna make a rule for it. You know the warehouse district fairly well. Yeah, the address is. I mean, you might have passed it, dozens of times, but you never really took notice of the area.
Yeah.
You're just gonna make your way there.
I'm just gonna make my way straight there and get this job done. Yeah.
As you kind of step out of the family home and the shop, you notice that dusk is kind of rolling in, or has rolled in, and there's sort of a kind of a heavy balminess to the evening, as if it's going to rain, but it's kind of holding off. And you slip again down a side alley, and you just start to make your way through these much, much narrower streets and back roads kind of between buildings. Some are businesses, some are houses, some are completely disowned and disused. It doesn't take you long to get there on foot. You're fairly quick on your feet, and as you arrive at the warehouse district, just kind of narrowly between a gap in between one warehouse and another shipping yard, you can just see the light kind of refracting off of Lake Capulet, and you kind of lose yourself for just a moment. And then you remember Quillo and what he said, and you hurry to the warehouse. How do you approach scouting?
So for Fia, it's very much finding a perch or a standing point with good vantage of where she is going to scout out initially, and she looks for entrances or that kind of way that she can get in. Still being able to keep her vantage once she's entered a building. So she's looking for like a high up entrance way to be able to keep good vantage when she goes in.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 14.
The warehouse itself, as you're looking up at it, it's got fairly high windows, but you don't see like a fire escape, you don't see like a ledge or a balcony, but on the building just kind of across from the warehouse, you do see a walkway on the roof, and there's you could probably try and scale it if you wanted to. You don't see I mean, you don't see anybody else around, so if you want to give me your best Catwoman ripoff.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Athletics check.
Acrobatics.
Define. Okay, so tell you what, you roll for it, and then you tell me how you do it.
Okay. Oh, it's 18.
Okay, you'll be able to do it, but I need you to describe it.
All right. So, Fia has a look at the side of this building to see where footholds and ledges are, and as she pulls herself up with her right arm, she's scaling across. I don't know how to describe this.
It's a podcast. You have to.
Oh, I'm so bad.
So is it okay? Basically, you get a hand and a foot in a ledge, like in a groove that you can kind of hoist yourself up
with,
and immediately your hand is scrambling for the next, and then a leg is also kind of almost at like a 90-degree angle, trying to find another foothold. So you were
pretty much like free-form rock climbing up the side of this building.
Probably should have made you roll athletics. That's not very acrobatic. You get to a certain height and you kind of start to run out of it, and then with energy kind of coursing through, you kind of hoist yourself up, kind of vaulting upwards, and you scramble that last 2 feet up, hoist yourself up onto the walkway, and from here, clear as day, clear as dusk, you can see down into the warehouse.
Give me a perception check with advantage.
14.
Yeah, you see the whole bloody thing from where you are. you can just see Thane, and there's a small swarm of children, and they're dragging a dead body, and Thane is kind of like pointing at it, and the kids are pointing at Thane. Thane hands them money. You can't hear what's being said, but you can just see it. It seems to be in hand. Whatever it is he's doing, it seems to be in hand.
Okay.
Fia, as you're making your way back, you hear the faint sound of like just music. It's just kind of a pumping sound. It's just very bassy, but you're not really sure where it's coming from. You're at home. Quillow's not there.
Okay, so I just kind of settle down for the night and wait for him to return because I know he will.
Okay, right. You climb into your bed. You have to push a lot of crap off of it. Like there's like a money box that rattles with change, coins spill everywhere. It's just a lot of. There's even a few furs that he's kind of thrown onto the bed. It's just you just shove it all off and you climb into it. As you kind of lay down and you start to fall asleep, you see that your visage has completely just changed back. Okay. It's you. You're looking into a kind of a framed drawing of your mom, and you kind of just like in the candlelight, you see it kind of flicker, and then the magic just fades, and you just catch your own reflection looking back at you, and she's looking back at you as well.
I turn and I face the other way, so I'm not looking at her.
This was Romancing the Dungeon. You've been listening to Dearmaid as Thane Greyline, Amber as Hephaestus, Tenderson, Louise as Fia Izzidrim, and Sam as Nathaniel Obsidian McKnight. Special thanks to Martin Ryan for our theme tune Love Chords. I'm Declan and I've been your Dungeon Master. If you like what you heard and want to know more about the show and the world of Romancing the Dungeon, check us out on social media at D8 Dungeon. You can also find us on Discord these days. Just search Romancing the Dungeon. Wherever you find a load of people who are in love and looking for love, that's us. We're that weird space on the internet. There's plenty of behind-the-scenes actions. We're running games there. That's going to be one-shots. There's just going to be loads of news about the show and how to meet the cast and all that other malarkey. So if that sounds like something you're up for, give us a look. We're going to be taking a break because it's coming towards the old holidays, but we'll keep you updated, so just make sure you are following us on social media. Peace out. By far, my fucking favorite. Honest to God, that was. I think they weren't rehearsed.
Oh no!
In that sense, it has to be. I think they were just fucking naturally funny.
Like all the other ones.
No.
You fucking said it.
We're fucking vibing. Get out of my fucking head.